Hey, what's up, you guys? Tom is back with another LinScents video. Today we have a fragrance from Lattafa Pride, but before we get into that, just want to say thanks again for being a subscriber if you are. If you're not, please consider subscribing. It would be such an honor to be playing on one of your electronic devices. For those of you that are returning, you guys already know what's coming up next. On the iPhone, the tablet, that laptop, that Macintosh, that Samsung, the train, that plane, the automobile, the boat. Maybe you're riding me on the back of a horse right now. Who knows? Again, wherever and however you're watching me, it is an honor. Again, you guys are new. Please consider subscribing. You'll be glad you did. Man, it's been a while since I've done a fragrance review, especially like one that I'm hoping for this one to be a fragrance that I can consider one of the best. The last few fragrance reviews I've done, they've just kind of been, okay, I don't think that many people are going to enjoy these videos or even watch for that matter. But when it comes to the Middle Easterns, I got to make sure I bring the hotness, the hot stuff. And my guy out there in California got a hold of me and he said, yes, we got a few new fragrances. And he was like, man, you got to jump on board right away. Get these while they are hot. And decided to get a few of them. He threw in an extra one for me. He does that. He is a great guy. Great guy out there in California. The Oud store. Go check him out. But there were three of them that I really wanted. It's part of the Lattafa Pride lineup. There's one that's been getting a lot of hype. We will do that one another day. But this is the one that really caught my eye, okay? This one is Lattafa Shaheen. With that big gold hawk on the front. Or maybe it's an eagle. Who knows what that is. But Shaheen, again, there is Lattafa Pride. Okay, so I'm assuming Lattafa Pride is like their top of the notch when they are considering what to clone. Pride means we are going to go after the most expensive fragrance and we are going to clone it. Now, here's the one thing, okay? For those that do not like clones or companies like Lattafa trying to copy another fragrance, here's just an idea that I'm floating out there that might help them stop copying. Maybe if you frag connoisseurs, the frag snobs, weren't so quick to jump all over a $300 fragrance and claim it is the best thing ever, and you're not a baller unless you wear this stuff. And then you got people that can't afford that. So Lattafa is watching and they're like, ooh, man, that guy said that $300 fragrance is bomb. Let's see what the notes are. Let's see what it smells like. Let's create our own and let's sell it for $71. This one was $71. Hopefully it is worth it. And just looking at this box already, I have a feeling it will be worth it. I have a feeling this will be kind of low as far as the price. I feel like this thing, just looking at this box, probably screams like it should be $150 to $200, but who knows? Honestly, I think this fragrance is cloning Penhaligon's fragrance. Hopefully I said that correct. I think it's called Lattafa. I looked at the notes on this fragrance and they are pretty similar to those. So this one has a little bit of fig, it has some grapefruit, has some lavender, it has pineapple, has a vanilla, it has tonka, and then it has some patchouli. So I mean, the Penhaligon has quite more notes in theirs, but the notes were pretty much similar, okay? And again, that one is about another $150 more expensive than this one. So if you want to pay for extra notes, you're going to have to do so. But if you want the bare minimum, honestly, guys, I like when fragrances don't have a gazillion notes because you cannot smell all of them, okay? Unless you are, oh my God. I'm trying to talk to you guys and give you guys a little knowledge. I opened this package and the presentation is top notch. You pull it out, you think, okay, there's just going to be another, maybe a little wooden box in there, maybe a little plasticky box. And yes, it is plastic, but it is a plastic see-through box. Take a look at that. That is stunning for $71. You know what? If you haven't smelt this yet, or if you haven't even seen this yet, just alone in that kind of presentation, you would think that is a expensive fragrance. Look at that. It's heavy, feels nice weight. Get a nice Lattafa Pride book. I'm pretty sure that's gonna let you know about other fragrances. And there you go, the dogs barking. Shh. Okay, see now, we don't have the cool editing skills to go back in time and cancel out those barks. So you guys are gonna have to just live with it, okay? But look at this booklet. This booklet has a lot of their fragrances. Now there is another Lattafa Pride that is very similar to this one. That would be the Shaheen Silver. So this is Shaheen Gold. And man, I'm looking at this, and there are a lot of new Lattafa fragrances. All of these are Lattafa Pride, okay? So Lattafa is one thing. Lattafa Pride is a step above, obviously. And this bottle feels heavy in the hand. That nice frosted, that kind of clear white bottle, which looks very nice. Got this frosted look. The juice kind of looks like it might be yellow on the inside. Maybe you're kind of appley juice, maybe, who knows? But with the way this bottle looks, it's probably could just be clear too, for all we know. So cap, so is it a twisty cap? Am I gonna twist this off or pull it off? Okay, so it does pull off, but it does click into place. So there's your click. Nice satisfying click. That was a little bit too hard to get off, so if you got problems with your hands, no strength there, be careful pulling that off, okay? But there you go. Look at that gold eagle. I don't know if that's an eagle or a hawk, but all I know is this is Shaheen. So now again, I looked at this on Lattafa's website. Again, grapefruit, pineapple are the top notes, fig and lavender in the middle, and then that vanilla, tonka bean, and patchouli at the end. So can't wait to smell this thing right here. Let's go here. Let's see if that sprayer is any good. Nice wide distribution. Ooh. Man, so far this is, it's like a fruity and earthy fragrance up in there. You definitely get that nice pineapple. You get this nice bright citrus, but then you get that fig that kind of gives it this kind of fruity and also like this little bit of earthiness in the air. Ooh. You guys, ooh. Bright, super bright, bright. The pineapple is not, ooh. This pineapple, I'm starting to get a little bit of that tonka too, actually. But the pineapple in this one is not like the pineapple that you would get in, say, your now, okay? That super juicy, like super ripened pineapple. This is kind of like that fresh pineapple that's not all the way ripe yet. You cut the skin off and you smell it, and it's not super duper sweet, but you know it's a pineapple. That's kind of what this smells like. That tonka bean is definitely sweetening this fragrance up. Now that is, luckily that sweetness is something that most people will not be able to smell. That's probably only something you will be able to smell if you get close. Because now, that is one thing I don't really like about some fragrances, when they use a little bit too much tonka and it like kind of sweetens things up a little bit too much. Now, this is on the verge of being a little too sweet, even for my liking, as much as this fragrance smells so gorgeous in the air. Okay, a little bit of that sweetness is toning down a little bit, starting to get this woody. It's a nice fragrance. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of tonka bean. I think it's sometimes, again, it comes off a little bit too sweet in my opinion. But again, what you're gonna smell in the air, what I'm smelling in the air too, actually, if you guys have ever watched some of my videos, it kind of has like a more sophisticated take. If you guys have ever seen my video on Pecksniff's Active, in the air you kind of get this almost like this soapy, clean, fresh smell. But then when you get closer, you get that sweetness that kind of like makes it a little bit more intense, a little bit more in your face, if you will. Which kind of gives it, whereas that Active was like a gym bag fragrance, this you can kind of wear at the gym. I probably wouldn't recommend it because it's an expensive bottle, but you could and have that little bit of sweetness. So this would be like if you went to the gym and then right afterwards you took a shower and you had to go somewhere important. Now, if this is just going to the gym, going right home after that, you're not going to want to wear this. You just wear Active or Adidas or something like that. But man, this smells like when you come into that room, because when you wear this, you're most likely going to be trying to make a statement, a bold statement. So this screams like you're going to that office meeting, that maybe you are the speaker, the guy who's going to be telling everybody the issues with the company. If you're going in there to lay down the law and you want to smell like a boss, this, you're going to smell like one. You're going to smell fresh. You're going to smell clean. You're going to smell woody. You're going to smell sweet. Smell earthy. You're going to smell like a boss. Man, this stuff smells great, you guys. Again, a little sweet. I'm going to try to ignore that sweetness, okay? Some of you guys might not like it. Now, it's not bubblegummy sweet. It's not like sweet like, you know, like a 1 million or something like that. Not like that. Or Aero sweet, how sometimes that comes off sweet. Not like that. But it is definitely sweet. You're going to notice that sweetness when you get close to it, okay? But again, it has almost this freshness about it. This fresh, clean soapiness. And that's probably from that lavender that's giving it this like clean, fresh, just a boss style fragrance. And I'm going to have the wifey come smell it. I'm not sure if she's going to come all the way into the video. By the way, I'm wearing a LinScents Linsulator t-shirt, which is very nice. I know you guys have been asking for those. Eventually we will get a t-shirt made with the cool Linsulators on there. Maybe we'll just add, maybe we'll make another one of those LinScent t-shirts. Instead of just a regular line on the T, the cross, we'll put these in there to make it look like the cuts in a t-shirt. But babe, I need you to come here real quick, see what you think of this one. I'm gonna give you a fresh spray real quick, just so,
actually smell in the living room.
So she can smell it, but I'm gonna give her a fresh spray anyways.
It's very thick.
It is thick. That's that, again, that's that, to me, that's that tonka bean that's kind of giving it that sweetness. There she is. But
is this unisex?
I would say it's unisex just because everyone can wear anything that they want. But this does scream more on the masculine side of things. This is not one of those fragrances where I'm like, ooh, this screams. I think so.
I feel like
I think because with that lavender, that gives it that freshness, and that fig. There's a little bit of fig in here that kind of gives it this kind of earthy sweetness, if you will, like fig usually does. Fig has that kind of earthy sweetness to it. Again, this fragrance smells bomb to me. Again, it's kind of sweet. If you don't like sweet fragrances, you may want to pass on this, but if you don't mind that sweet, again, that sweet, most people will not smell that, okay? Unless you douse yourself in this, then maybe. But if you spray correctly, maybe like 3-4 sprays max, couple on the neck, couple on the sleeves or on your back of your neck, maybe on the top of your head, maybe you put some in a beard brush and brush your beard out with this, you are gonna smell like a king. Man, this stuff smells great. Now, this is what I will say about this. The one negative part about this fragrance, besides that it's getting close to being too sweet, I would like to see this fragrance a little bit cheaper. And maybe the reason why it's priced so high is because of the presentation. They went all out on presentation. It literally comes in a showcase style box.
And with a car emblem.
Look at that gold eagle on the front. The cap is extremely heavy. You got a nice click. You got a nice glass. It feels heavy. But I just feel like maybe this would be better around the $50 range. Now, if you live overseas, you probably could get this for $50, maybe even less. But
it has a very, it projects very far.
So maybe for that reason, it is kind of expensive as well. The wifey did say she started smelling it in the living room. Now, the living room where she probably started smelling it is about a good 10, 15 feet away. And her starting to come into it is probably another 5 feet away. So almost like if you are indoors and you spray heavy, you will probably project a good 15 to maybe even 20 feet. If you get a nice little breeze wherever you're at. Now you're pushing 30 feet. So some people might be able to smell you from 30 feet away. So with that being said.
And it wasn't light, it was pretty thick.
Pretty thick, she said. So again, maybe not $71. Maybe $71 is actually a right price. But
they call it a scent bubble? What do you call it?
A scent trail, a scent bubble projection, if you will. Maybe around 55 to about, I think about 50 to 70 would be right. Okay, so anything, if you're paying like 100 for this, I probably wouldn't, even though it smells great. Obviously, the projection is nice.
Are you Mama Daddy?
It is nice.
Mommy Daddy.
I mean, this obviously smells as good quality as like a designer fragrance. I mean, if you look at it that way. Now, I haven't smelt Penhaligon's fragrance, so I can't really tell because that stuff's too expensive for me. But I would say, yeah, about between $50 and $70, this would be a good price range, okay? Anything higher than, okay, maybe 80, maybe I'd wait. But if you can get it for around that 50 to 70 price range, grab it. You'll like it. Again, you gotta like that little bit of sweetness though, because if you don't like that sweetness, you might not like it, okay? I'm gonna go at one more smell real quick. It's again, a little bit of that tonka bean that's sweetening it up. Got a little bit of that earthiness. Again, that earthiness could be that patchouli, a little bit of that fig. That fig kind of gives it that little sweetness as well. Fig is that sweet, thick fruit that a lot of people like to eat. Fig Newtons. Used to love those as kids. I hate those things now. They're all right, but they got all them damn seeds in there. Like what the... if I'm eating the seeds, I want it to be a fruit, not a cookie with the seeds in it. But anyways, that is that. This is that Lattafa Pride Shaheen with the gold eagle on the top. Man, eventually we'll have to do a, we're starting to get a lot of these animals on top of these caps. So maybe we'll do the best of animal caps. Who knows? Maybe that will be the next video. I got like a buck back there. I got a horse head. We got this thing now, an eagle. What will they come up with next?
Head?
Got a bear somewhere. Yeah, we do have a bear. The toy boy. Toy boy is a bear head. So yeah, we got a lot of animal heads here. Or we even got other fragrances with animals on it. African leopard. Look at that. Oh well. With that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Sorry this went on a little bit too long, but man, this is some hotness right here. Go check this out, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, a little bit of that time was trying to shh the dogs because we don't have the cool editing skills to cut that out and put me right back to where I was before the dogs started barking. We do, but I'm too lazy to do that, so.
You like to be authentic.
But I like to be raw, uncut. That's what you guys like.
Like a censor.
Don't. So with that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, hit the likes, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.